Okay, so dating is not about eating food. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dating is not about eating food. So when you take somebody on a date, when people talk about dating, it's always like, so where are we gonna go? Like, where do we need to go here and eat? Are we gonna? Why does dating for so many people have to be about eating food? I understand people love to have conversation over a meal or whatever the case is, but dating doesn't have to be about let's go to a restaurant and eat some food. You can go to the park and walk around and talk to somebody, right? Or sit and talk to somebody and buy a bag of whatever and feed the pigeons, so to speak, right? No, maybe it's true. You really feed the pigeons or the ducks or whatever the case is. But you can go hiking. There's so many different things you could do on a date. Why do a lot of people reduce dating to let's go spend some money, let's go eat, let's go do whatever the case is, right? Dating doesn't have to be about that. And then, in a previous video I talked about it, so I'll mention it here just a little bit. Who pays for the date? Right? A lot of people say, well, it's customary for the men to pay for the date. There are some people who would say that, okay, well, I'm going to pay for my own thing because I don't want anyone to have expectations about, you know, okay, you pay for some food and you got expectations or whatever the case is. So, but the whole thing is dating should not be reduced to where are we going to go eat? Because when you're dating somebody, you're really getting to know them. You're trying to get to know the person. You don't have to break meal or break bread, so to speak, to get to know someone. That's not how that goes, right? You could date someone without, you know, running off and having to go to some fancy restaurant. And sometimes some people are unrealistic. Well, maybe that's for another video when it comes to dating, because some people are just absolutely unrealistic. But what are your thoughts? Right? Does dating have to involve going somewhere and some restaurant or whatever the case is, or can you just go to the park? Can you go to the someplace and sit and eat or whatever? Right? And that doesn't involve something being terribly expensive. That is.